Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on 4 developing stories. We start with goalkeeper Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, as it has been reported that Barcelona do not rule out the sale of Ter Stegen in the coming summer. We are going to be looking at that. Secondly, talking about Frenkie de Jong, whose future have been talked about a lot these days. It has been reported that Barcelona have 2 replacements lined up to replace Frenkie de Jong in case he leaves in the summer. We are going to be discussing on who those 2 replacements are. Thirdly, talking about this other report claiming that Barcelona want to sign a world-class centre-back. 2 names are currently on the list. We are going to be looking at that. And finally, talking about this other report claiming that manager Xavi wants Barcelona to sign 7 players in the summer. So guys, as we get right into those stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. The upcoming summer transfer window will be a hugely vital one for Barcelona. Following a trophyless campaign, Barca need to strengthen their roster adequately in order to challenge Real Madrid for the title and make a splash in Europe as well. But with the financial situation at the club being as it is, Barca will need to make some big sales in the summer in order to generate funds that they can reinvest in bolstering the squad. It has been claimed that Barca might look to sell midfield mainstay Frenkie de Jong for economic reasons should an extraordinary offer arrive for him in the summer. Now, Sport reports that a similar case could happen with goalkeeper Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, as Barcelona are not ruling out the possibility of selling the German goalkeeper should a significant offer arrive for him in the summer. This report comes even though manager Xavi Hernandez believes the former Borussia Mönchengladbach man is one of the best in the world and has a place in his plans at the Camp Nou. But the report from Sport claims that Ter Stegen is one of the most highly valued Barca players in the market and could fetch a sizable sum should a sale be made. It is further stated that Barca are not entirely happy with his performances this season and have concerns due to some of his displays during which he conceded goals that could have been prevented. With Inaki Pena set to return from loan, he will likely be incorporated into the first team setup at the club. Why he would ideally be seen as a replacement for second-choice goalkeeper Neto, who is set to move on in the summer. If Ter Stegen also leave, the La Masia ace could be bumped up as the number 1 slot, or the club might look to recruit someone from outside the club. Then on to the next story of discussion. With the 2021-22 season almost done and dusted, the focus on FC Barcelona will now completely shift towards the summer transfer window that will begin shortly. And manager Xavi Hernandez has already sketched out his plans for the window, with the Barca icon seeking to bring in as many as 7 players. However, that number could change should there be any unexpected exits from the Camp Nou. And one player who might end up leaving Barca in the summer amidst the club's financial difficulties is Frenkie de Jong. The 25-year-old has been a mainstay in the center of the park since his arrival from Ajax in 2019 in a deal worth 86 million euros. However, he has been unable to make the level of impact expected from him. Nevertheless, Xavi considers De Jong as a key part of his plans, but at the same time, the manager is also aware of the financial situation at the club and would not be surprised if he were sold. Frenkie de Jong has no shortage of suitors either, with Man City, Man United and Paris Saint-Germain among the clubs monitoring his situation at Camp Nou. In case the club decides to sanction his departure, they have already lined up 2 midfield replacements according to Javi Miguel. As per the AS journalist, Barcelona have identified Valencia midfielder Carlos Soler and Real Sociedad Martin Zubimendi as 2 players that they would look to sign in the summer if they were to part ways with De Jong. Soler has been linked heavily with a move to Camp Nou of late, with reports going as far as claiming that Barca had already struck an agreement with Valencia to sign the Spanish international, and personal terms were also agreed. However, Los Che have since denied those claims and have insisted that they are trying to negotiate a new contract with their academic graduate whose current deal runs out in 2023. As for Real Sociedad Zubimendi, He could not exactly be a like-for-like replacement for De Jong, but more of a cover for Sergio Busquets in the number 6 role. The 23-year-old is a defensive midfielder who could go on to, take over the mantle of the anchorman or at the Camp Nou from the club captain in the long run. Either way, a move for Zubimendi and Soler would largely hinge on what the future holds for De Jong. If the Netherlands international stays put, Barcelona are unlikely to go after another midfielder, having already secured the services of Frenkie on a Bosman deal. Then on to the next story of discussion. With just one game left in the 2021-22 La Liga season and a second place finish in the bag, the focus will shift to the upcoming summer transfer window at Barca. Barca are staring at a hugely important window as they look to bridge the gap to the top of the table to Real Madrid by adding quality to their ranks after a disappointing campaign. Indeed, manager Xavi is keen on bringing in as many as 7 players in the summer, out of which he is targeting 2 centre-back signings. Of the 2 centre-backs, one is already signed, with Andres Christensen set to arrive on a free transfer from Chelsea. But Xavi remains intent on adding another world-class centre-half to his roster before next season. Considering that Clement Lenglet, Umtiti and Mingueza are likely to be moved on, it makes sense for Xavi to want to sign another defender. And journalist Javi Miguel claims that the Barcelona manager is keen on signing one of Koulibaly or Jules Koundé in the summer. Koulibaly is a player that has been linked to Barca in the past. The Napoli defender will be entering the final year of his contract this summer and would be available for a cut price fee in the market. A top quality centre-back with volumes of experience, I think he can be an asset to the team. However, Jules Koundé would represent a long-term signing for Barcelona, considering he is just 23 years old, whereas Koulibaly is 30 years. But the Sevilla defender could cost a fortune, considering that he has a release clause reported to be around 90 million euros. There have been reports of Sevilla being open to the possibility of accepting Sergio Dest as a player plus cash deal, but it would take a significant financial effort from the club to sign the Frenchman. Barcelona's need for another centre-back is exacerbated by the fitness issues that veteran defender Gerard Piqué has been going through over the past couple of months, and a conversation will be held with the senior star in the summer about his physical condition before Barca decide to splurge on another defender. So as things stand, it is Koulibaly and Koundé that Xavi fancies, and one among the two could arrive at Barca next season. And on to the final story of discussion. With the curtain set to fall on the 2021-22 campaign, plans are fully underway for the summer transfer window at Barca. The goalless draw against Getafe has ensured that Barca will finish second in La Liga, meaning a place in the Spanish Super Cup, and additional revenue are now guaranteed. Considering the financial situation, every penny is welcome for Barca. With not much time left on the window to start, journalist Javi Miguel presents a report which seems to shed light on the strategies and plans for the Barcelona in the upcoming player trading period. Heading into the summer, Xavi Hernandez wants to bring in as many as 7 players into the squad. Of the 7, 2 deals are already in place, with Barca set to reinforce their defense and midfield with signings of Andres Christensen and Frenkie. In addition to these two, Xavi is seeking a world-class centre-forward, with Robert Lewandowski of Bayern Munich emerging as a top priority. A new right-sided winger also remains on the agenda, as Ousmane Dembele is yet to renew. Leeds United superstar Rafinha is a player that Barca are eyeing for the position, with the Brazilian also keen on a move. Apart from Christensen, Barcelona have their sights set on 2 more Chelsea defenders in the form of Cesar Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso, who would strengthen the right back and left back slot respectively. Finally, the report adds that Xavi wants to add another centre back to his ranks, along with Christensen, which is understandable considering that Samuel Umtiti, Lenglet, and potentially Oscar Mingueza are likely to be on the way out. As to who the second centre-back could be, only time will tell, but the Barcelona manager has clear plans of bringing in 7 players as he looks to take the team back to the top. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe if you haven't. Please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.